Happy Easter, everyone. Welcome back. Today we're going to be using Soul Dips for a mani. These are the two colors that I will be using. I am going to be using my Mani Boss liquids, and I do already have some UNT peel base on my left hand ready to go. So this is the Hippity Hop, and look at those cute bunnies. I hope the camera is picking it up, but they're like some cute iridescent bunnies. I'm only going to be using just about half of the container. I don't need a lot since I'm only going to be doing one layer of glitter today on two different nails. So right here, I'm just sifting through, making sure all the glitters are equally incorporated. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a full coat of my dip base. And I decided to do my pointer and my middle finger for the glitter. So what I'm going to do after I put the dip base on, I'm going to actually go ahead and lay my finger down into the cupcake liner. So this particular glitter dip is very chunky and very temperamental, so I did have a little bit of trouble applying it, but I'm gonna go ahead and take my cuticle tool and just basically move the glitters around, kind of manipulating the glitters of where I want them to go, of how I want the mani to look in the end. So this is, you're gonna go ahead and see me do this a lot with these glitter. Like I said, this glitter is super chunky and kind of hard to work with in my opinion, but I mean, I just love the little bunnies so much that I had to use it. So I was just determined to put these little bunnies like right where I want them to go. In between, you're also going to see me tap down on the glitters just to make sure that they stick to the dip base. The Mani Boss dip base is a slow drying type of base, so it did help a little bit when me manipulating the glitters where I wanted them to go. So I love the Mani Boss liquids because of that. But some of the glitters did come off of my finger, and I had to actually put a little more base in those particular areas, and then kind of like use the tweezers to pick them up and place them where I wanted them to be, which you're gonna see me do this here right now. Once I got the glitters where I want everything to be, I'm then going to go ahead and clean up the cuticle areas. I actually was doing this in between as well, so I didn't have that much cleaning to do. I'm basically going to do the same thing to my middle finger, so that's why I have this part sped up. But it was just as hard to do the middle finger as it was the pointer. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll pop back in. Okay, glitters are flat. Everything is good. We're going to go ahead and dust, and then we're going to go ahead and clear cap the glitters. Today I'm going to use my double dip clear, and my discount code for double dip is down below, so make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. I am going to put a generous amount of dip base on my pointer and my middle finger because of the fact that this is a chunky glitter. So I want to make sure that I get all of the nooks and crannies if I missed any when I didn't press them down flat. I'm also going to do the pour over method as well with this one, but I'm not going to dust off until later because I want that dip base to soak up all that clear powder. Once I let it sit for a little while, I'm then going to go ahead and take my Mani Boss activator and just activate the 2 fingers. And I put a generous amount of activator because I want it to penetrate through all of the layers that we do. Even though we did 2, remember it is a chunky glitter, so you want to make sure that the activator hits all of them. Let's go ahead and move on to the solid. It is going to be Classy from Soul Dip. And this is kind of like a baby pink or a light pink. So what I like to do is I like to take my dip base a little bit past the 3/4 of the way up the nail down to the free edge. And we are going to be doing 3 layers of the solid. So this is our first layer. I'm then going to do the pour over method. I'm going to go ahead and tap off the excess and then clean my sidewalls and my cuticle area. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 2 full layers of the dip base and the pour over method of the powder. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do our ring finger and our pinky. We're going to basically do the same process on how we did our thumb. A couple things I wanted to remind you guys is make sure that you're cleaning your brush before you're returning it to the bottle, because you don't want to contaminate your liquids. Also, I like to clean up my cuticle areas before I dust off the excess powder. That's just the way I like to do it. If you like to do it vice versa, that's okay too. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch, and then I'll be right back again. Okay, now that our solid color is laid, we're going to once again take our Mani Boss activator and go ahead and activate our thumb and our ring finger and the pinky. I am actually going to try and file my nails on camera, you guys, this time. I let you know right now, I did try my best because I did use the Triple D drill today on camera. I'm still a newbie with the drill, so, you know, you're just watching me go ahead and try different methods. Right here, I'm actually just filing my pointed finger and my ring finger first because I did activate those first. So what I like to do is I like to take my regular file. This one's a Mani Boss file, a 100/180 grit. And I like to file the sidewalls and the front of the nail to make it like straight. Right here, I use like the pointiest drill bit to get like around the cuticle area and kind of get the apex part. So again, I'm a newbie, but this part, or like this nail bit, works the best for this part of the nail. So I basically filed my middle finger the same way. The only thing is I did use a different nail bit on this one because I wanted to see how this other nail bit worked. to see if it worked fast or anything like that. As you can see, it's like the pinkier one. I think you're supposed to actually use this on a natural nail because it didn't really do too much. I ended up switching the drill bit off camera, and I actually my apologies, but I actually finished my filing and buffing off camera as well for the other nails. Okay, so here's how they look, already filed and buffed, and they're ready for their top coat. So I'm going to go ahead and take some more of that Mani Boss activator, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it to all 5 nails, and I'm going to put a generous amount. This one you can get on your skin, it won't do anything. I just want to make sure you get like all the sidewalls, your cuticle area, free edge, everything. So that's why I like just to put it all over the nail and kind of almost touch the skin as well. Once I have my activator on, I'm then going to go ahead and get ready for my top coat. But before I put on my top coat, I do like to use an alcohol swipe or like a lint-free wipe with some alcohol on it. And I like to actually wipe my nail down just to take off the excess activator. This also does prevent your top coat brush from hardening. Like I said, this is just how I do it. I've been doing it for a while now and it just works for me. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and lay your first layer, and right before you put your brush into the bottle, you must clean that brush before you return it to the bottle. Again, this prevents contamination of the top coat. And you also want to do the least amount of swipes for the first layer. Mines are kind of quick, and I do more than you're supposed to, but again, mines are pretty quick. So this is just how, like, again, how I do it. For the second layer, this is where you can be more precise and basically more, you can get like more closer to the cuticle if you somehow missed it. This is the coat where you want to be, everything you make sure it's even, everything is, there's no bubbles. You want to make sure that you clear cap your edges and all of that. So this is the layer that you technically can go a little bit slower. I did speed up my application process for the video. Okay, so this is how we're looking like so far. I love that this mani came out so dainty because of that pink. So I'm really loving it so much, and I love those iridescent bunnies. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add some cuticle oil. This one is from Scales of a Mermaid. This part is optional, but highly recommend it. You're just basically putting the hydration back into your cuticle areas and your nails. And this is our final look, you guys. I love how this mani came out. Like I said, I love how dainty it is. And yeah, so again, happy Easter, you guys. Make sure you comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later in another video. Bye.